What's up, YouTube? XA23 here, and I'm back with just another video. Alright, I just got done by watching WWE Services. I'm here to give you guys my take and review of the pay-per-view. Starting off with the first match we had was on the kickoff show. It was the Usos versus the Revival versus the New Day versus Bobby Roode and Gable. The Lucha House Parties, Luke Allison, the Ascension, Sanity, and BT in the Cologne, and a 10-man elimination tag team. The first elimination was by the Revival, where they eliminated the Colognes. The second elimination came when Luke Allison eliminated the B team. The third elimination came when Bobby Roode and Chad Gable eliminated Sanity. Also, there was one thing that I liked that Chad Gable did in the match that was pretty good, is that he went on the top of the rope. I can't remember who he did it to, but he German suplex. I can't remember who it was. That he German suplexed somebody off the top rope onto the other superstars. That was pretty good. Like I say, going back to the elimination, the New Day eliminated Ascension. Then next, the Lucha House Party eliminated Luke Allison and Anderson. Then the Usos eliminated the Lucha House Party. Then when the next elimination came was New Day eliminated Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. I was a little bit upset just to see Bobby Roode and Chad Gable get eliminated. I thought they would have stuck it out to the end. And then the next elimination was the Revival eliminated the New Day. Then it came down to the Usos versus the Revival, which was pretty good. Now those two teams dunked it out at the end. Then the Usos came in with the win, and they eliminated the Revival to win it for SmackDown. And basically, I'll say it here right now, that was the only win that SmackDown got through that whole night. Because I'm gonna break it down more into the to the pay-per-view. So we move on to the main card, which is the first match. You have Team SmackDown. Team SmackDown versus Team Raw's women's elimination match. The first elimination was when Tamina eliminated Naomi. Now, I was a little bit upset to see Naomi be the first one to get eliminated. I like Naomi a lot as a wrestler, and I was sad to see her get eliminated. Next elimination was Carmella eliminated Tamina. Then after that, Mandy Rose eliminated Mickie James. The fourth elimination came when Bayley eliminated Carmella. The fifth elimination when Sasha Banks eliminated Mandy Rose. The next elimination this one was pretty weird. Bayley and Sonya Deville got eliminated by a 10 round count out. I didn't really like that at all. Okay, so the next elimination came when Asuka eliminated Sasha Banks. How did that elimination was when interfered by Nia Jax. She basically pushed Sasha Banks off the rope, and Asuka managed to lock in her submission move, and she eliminated Sasha Banks. Then Nia Jax eliminated Asuka. Basically, that was a squash. Nia Jax just hit 2 moves and basically it's over. And you guys, you can see Nia Jax got the win for Team Raw, and a lot of people were just booing Nia Jax, but Nia Jax sucked right through it, and she said she's the knockout, you know what I mean? So salute to Nia Jax, man, for getting it done for Team Raw. You know what I mean? Like I said, I have my 100% respect for Nia Jax, because a lot of people hate what she did to Alexa Bliss, but that shit happens. So we move on to the next match of the pay-per-view with Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura, Intercontinental Championship versus WWE USA Championship. Going into this match, man, this match was pretty fun. Like I said, plenty of times, man, when Seth Rollins in a match, he never gave you a boring match, man. And Shinsuke Nakamura was just the perfect guy for the match, man. Man, these two guys just brought it, man. They both were having fun, man. It was just a good ass match, man. Like I said, I love Seth Rollins as a wrestler, man. He brings it all the way to time. Same thing with Shinsuke Nakamura. He's a little bit weird, but that man always bring it to the match. But you know, Shinsuke Nakamura, he hit his Kasasta. Seth Rollins makes a kicked out. Once again, Shinsuke Nakamura trying to go for his finish again. He missed. Seth Rollins hit the stomp, and basically it was over for SmackDown as Raw was up 2-0. So we move on to the next match of the night. It was the AOP versus the Bar. To be honest though, I really wasn't really all that fond on this match. To me, this match was just kind of lackluster. You know what I mean? I don't know what's the big idea about AOP. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, they got the win. I mean, the only good thing that was actually funny about this part was Drake match. He wet himself, but yeah, there was really nothing that really came out of that match. So, but like I said, the AOP, they hit their finisher and they put Raw up 3-0. So we move on to the next match of the pay-per-view, which was a pretty good pay-per-view. You had Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy for the Cruiserweight Championship. That match was pretty damn good, man. Mustafa Ali, man, that guy always bring it. Last time I saw Mustafa Ali wrestle, because I really don't follow the 205 that much, is that I saw him wrestle at WrestleMania against Cedric Alexander. His match was pretty good. Now tonight, his match with Buddy Murphy, that match fucking delivered, man. I mean, it was high flying everywhere. It was just off the chop, man. His Spanish drive that he did from the top of the the top of the announcement table was fucking sick, man. Man, that match was just sick as fuck, man. Then Buddy, he was trying to go for the his finisher, but then I guess Buddy Murphy hit his knee, and then he hit the finisher, and basically it was over from there. Like I said, that was a pretty good ass match, man. Pretty good ass match. Alright, so we move on to the next match of the night. It was Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. Before I get into this match, man, there was a lot of chaos going between Raw, man. Basically, the guys could not get along in their match, man. I mean, everybody was just basically beating up each other in the match. So we getting into the match because Drew McIntyre and Braun Strowman were arguing and said, "Oh, I'm gonna start this match off first. I'm gonna start this match off first." Then Samoa Joe came in and he put this red nigga choke on Drew McIntyre. Basically, Drew McIntyre reversed it, and then he hit his finisher, and basically Drew McIntyre eliminated Samoa Joe. And a lot of people were upset, including myself, man. I said that was a little bit bullshit how Samoa Joe was the first guy to get eliminated. That really did piss off a lot of people, man. A lot of people were really upset about that. But then the next elimination came when Rey Mysterio eliminated Finn Balor. Then the next elimination came when Shane McMahon eliminated Dolph Ziggler. Like I said, in this match, there was a lot of things that's going on too. To say about Shane McMahon, he's a crazy ass dude, man, and I love watching Shane McMahon because he always do some crazy shit. His top rope elbow from the top rope onto the announcement table was fucking crazy, man. That man is just crazy as fuck. Then he went on the top of the ropes. He hit his coast to coast and he eliminated Dolph Ziggler. And basically, from there, the next four eliminations were just easy as fuck. Braun Strowman, he eliminated Jeff Hardy. He eliminated Rey Mysterio. He eliminated The Miz, and basically he eliminated Shane McMahon. And basically that was just it, man. He just eliminated the next four guys like they were nothing. Then at the end, though, Baron Corbin came in and he basically assaulted Braun Strowman, and Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre and Baron Corbin ran outside the ring, man, and they just hightails get away from Braun Strowman. You know what I mean? But like I said, that put Raw up on the board 4-0. Alright, so we move on to the next match of the pay-per-view. It was Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey. Let me just say this though. This match was pretty good. Not because it was Ronda though, because Charlotte Flair carried the match. That's why I like to watch Charlotte Flair, because basically with Charlotte Flair, she makes anybody looks good. That's the whole point of Charlotte Flair. This match was put together because Charlotte Flair was going to make Ronda look good. As you guys can see, in the slide though, in the match, Charlotte Flair, she just basically snapped. I mean, she just literally snapped. I mean, when Ronda was running around the ring, Charlotte Flair Ronda ran right into Charlotte's candlestick, and then Charlotte Flair just fucking snapped. She started to hit Ronda with all kinds of candlesticks. I mean, man, it was just fucking crazy, man. And like I said, Charlotte Flair was not done. She went to get a chair, but the referee keeps interfering. So Charlotte Flair was gonna go back to the locker room, but she came back, when Ronda Rousey was getting up. Charlotte Flair hit the national selection, and Ronda Rousey's head hit the chair, and basically from there, Charlotte Flair just continued the assault. She continued the assault on Ronda Rousey. And the thing though about this, I'll say it right here, and I'm saying it real dog. I'm saying it right now. Ronda Rousey's whole WWE run is a fucking joke. It's just a fucking joke. Like I said before, because like I said, nobody don't give a fuck about Ronda Rousey being champion. She's only champion because she's a name. That's about it. Her whole career is a big fucking joke. And I will say this though, you hear it first from me. If Charlotte Flair wins the Royal Rumble, don't be surprised she jumps brand and challenges Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania 35. You hear it from me. But yeah, man, I just wanted to say that. But yeah, man, so yeah, you can know that Charlotte Flair got DQ, but like I said, she snaps and she beat the shit out of Ronda Rousey, and everybody said you deserve it. Like I said, I think Ronda Rousey deserved it because, like I said, her whole WWE career is a fucking joke, and nobody don't give a fuck about Ronda. It's just plain and simple. Alright, so we move on to the final match of the main event. It was Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Bryan, Universal Champion versus WWE Champion. Alright, so let me just say this, man. I was actually getting really kind of bored of this match, because Brock Lesnar was basically ragdogging Daniel Bryan, throwing him all over the place. I mean, I thought Daniel Bryan was dead after that first German suplex when he landed on his neck. But I guess Daniel Bryan was playing possum this whole time. He basically hit the he low-blow Brock Lesnar. Then he basically trying to get the running knee, but Brock Lesnar prevailed. And from there, Daniel Bryan started to make the match a little bit more instant. So, like I said, once again Daniel Bryan started to attack Brock Lesnar's knees. Basically, from there, Daniel Bryan started to beat up on Brock Lesnar more as Brock Lesnar was getting ready to go for the F5. His legs gave out, and Daniel Bryan had him in the submission. But once again, Brock Lesnar pulls through, picks up Daniel Bryan, and he basically F5 him, and basically it's over from there. As you can see, Raw sweep, SmackDown 6-0, and like I said, it's a Brock Lesnar fight. You know, it's nothing new. Brock Lesnar dominates. He gets beats up in the middle of the match. Basically, he hits one F5, and basically it's over from there. So, yeah, that's just my review of the pay-per-view. I probably give the pay-per-view a 7 out of 5. It was pretty good, man. These matches were pretty good, man. I like these matches though. Some, like I said, some of the eliminations I didn't really like, but the whole pay-per-view was pretty good. I really did like it. You know, like I said, I don't really get too excited for Brock Lesnar's matches because we all know how his matches go out. But yeah, man, I gave it a 7 out of 5. Will you guys tell me what you think of the pay-per-view? This is XA Guja 23. I am signing out. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys later.